Alright guys, Monster Hunt is here. We have some bosses you can fight as many times as you want with max units and max summoners. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I like this artwork a lot actually with Aura, but this is a really cool event. As you see, everyone has Supreme 1, it's level 100 as you see right there, and then also if you have any of the other two unlocked, they're both options and they are both, mine's at 43, but I can use it at level 100 with everything unlocked, which is pretty wild as I only have one of the skills unlocked for Touch Me right now. So it's really crazy to go in with full everything. Now right now there's 3 bosses, but only one's available right now. That's Saberwolf. And with these guys, you need to pay attention to their buffs and strategy right here. And you'll see what I'm going to show you is this 200k, and I purposefully scored this low because I want to wait till the last day to try to jump up the ranks and take a spot before time goes out. I'm trying to cheat a little bit to sneak into the top 3 without people noticing. But in Monster Hunt, for each buff an ally has, increases their crit damage by 20% up to 150. Kind of a weird cutoff because 20 doesn't multiply into 150, but I get it. 8 buffs for max crit damage. So you want crit damage, but you also, with the effect right here, AoE. And now, ideally in a lot of these kind of matches, in the Demonic Tower, for example, you don't generally get points for killing the additional enemies, the pups in this case. But actively clearing the wolves give high points. So in this, the pups count for points, which is a wild difference from Demonic Tower. Keep that in mind. So you want AoE, you want buffs, and you want to crit. Now, this is the team I am using. We got AoE and damage amp. We have follow-up attacks. I think he's very, very powerful, especially with Negan. Very interesting combo here. We're using him to kind of turn rewind and turn stall. He also has good crit. He gets a lot of buffs. Turn rewind on the boss. That also pairs well with Mare. That also does slows and turn rewind and AoE, which is super, super powerful. I'm using the captain skill right here instead of her. You can use Albedo. That will give you an okay amount of damage. But I like 8th seat here because if you have Negan's card, it makes his angel do chase attacks, which give bonus damage from here, and he does it as well. Very powerful. Now for the 2 Supreme 1 options, if you see right here, first slot A, it has to be an active skill. Second slot is A/P, active or passive. A lot of people do 2 actives. In this, because it's AoE, we're using the Demiurge AoE. If it was more single target, I would go towards the albedo pointer. The albedo one's still fine because we are using albedo, so we have the combo effect. But you can go in with Demiurge in here to get the combo here. But at the level 2 version, it's more at level 3, but at the level 2 version, it gives the enemies damage aggro, so damage increase. They take 20% more damage from all sources. We start with more... get more action points when things die, and more damage to warriors and rangers, and the boss is a warrior. With Touch Me, I like his last skill, which is a big AoE that gets rid of buffs and buffs your team. We're using this one right here, which gives you action points when you get rid of buffs or buff your team. So we're just kind of comboing these. This does more damage on follow-ups, which is what we're doing. And this gives us more action points when we take damage. As far as the sets, Negan needs to be Alchemy and his card. Both of these are... We can't argue about this. Has to be this and this. Something to keep in mind, though, is you can choose their relic set. But if you don't take theirs, for example, if you use their mare, it's a rental. It has locked in stuff, but if you bring your own, you can change things. So for these 3 units, these aren't exactly the ones that we're bringing. All 3 of these are options. So for 9th seat, Stars is the one I like for him. But you can also do Termination with him because the boss does have a high amount of defense. Obviously bring their cards. As far as other options, if you want to bring someone else for AoE, like Demiurge, and you don't have Mare's card, you can put Albedo's card on Mare that gives bonus damage for debuffs. And I've already talked about good cards for these people on my who's the best mage video. But Termination and Execution are good on both of these units. You can mix and match them as you want. And the best thing about this mode, it's auto, so you can't affect it so much, which kind of hurts a little bit. But you can run it over and over and over and over again, make some changes, move things around. Double Termination, double Execution, 1-1, do it however you see fit. Maybe you want to do Termination on 9th seat, but this is a pretty good team. Now, you can also go deeper into the follow-ups and extra stats. Probably the 2 best units for this would be what's his name? Momon and the Love Albedo. Love Albedo gives herself bonus stats. Bonus buffs, which will give her extra crit. She does off-turn damage, which works with 9th seat's passive captain skill. Another great one is Hampsky the hamster, because he works auto-turn damage with Black Scripture 9th seat. He also reduces the defense from the boss, which is pretty high. There's great options for this. You just want to decide where you want to build towards. Let me know what you guys think down below. Till next time, guys.